Hi, everyone. It's Elliot and Todd.
While you're waiting for our next full episode, we wanted to share some bar snacks with you.
What are bar snacks, you ask?
Well, we're sitting at the bar with a few friends to discuss some light, snackable design and pop culture topics for you, the listener.
So join us and a few of our friends as we share our snacks with you. Love listening to podcasts, but always finding your audio cables have been nibbled on by your favorite furry friend? Invest in a 6-pack of Zapp's audio cables.
Created by the same geniuses who brought the original dog obedience shock collars to the market, Zapp's audio cables connect your favorite audio devices without the fear of Fluffy's chewing habits harshing your listening mellow.
Using our patented third rail technology, when your pet clamps down on one of our cables, a circuit is completed, causing the battery charge in your phone or headphones to be immediately and instantly directed into the cable, creating a 220-volt lesson for every pet in your household.
Trust us, it's the last cable they will ever bite.
So the next time you're listening to a podcast and wonder, what's that smell? Hey, it's just Zapp's audio cables doing their job.
Find us at your nearest hardware or farm supply store.
Not to be used in any household with pets under 10 pounds. Todd, who do we have with us here at the bar today? I think this...
My good friend.
Yes.
My good friend. I'm sorry, Elliot, I interrupted you. Please finish, because I
no. This is actually perfect because I think our good friend should know how this conversation today is going to go.
Okay. All right. My good friend Lenny Terenzi, who is a co-worker of mine now and also been a friend, and we've worked together for 10 plus years, I think also. Very talented designer, illustrator, speaker, active in AIGA. And I could go on, but hey, Lenny, why don't you say hello?
Hello. And then that's it.
Thanks, Lenny. And good night, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed.
That's like in the movie That Thing You Do.
This from
when
Lenny.
They're like, say hi. Yeah. Hi. Okay, thanks, guys. Hang up the headphones.
Lenny, is there anything in that illustrious introduction of you that I left off that you'd like to add?
I don't know how I could top the poetry at which you wove together my history. Todd nailed it. The last 2 years, I have been senior designer / now design manager at AICPA / the association with Todd. And up until November 30th of this year, I was also the sole proprietor, designer, screen printer, speaker, and janitor for Hey Monkey in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. And I just shut down that 21-year business on November 30th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that janitor role. That seems really interesting.
It's very similar to being a designer, I've found out. Other people give you a lot of crap, and then you have to...
when the toilets overflow, right?
You have to figure out how to clean it up.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Well, Lenny, we have some questions that our lawyers have cleared, and... we just want to have a little fun and see if you are pop culture bona fide like we are.
I'm ready.
All right, Elliot, go for it.
Oh, okay. Lenny, I guess you're in my crosshairs first. Okay, this is going to be... We didn't make these easy. We've asked these to some other people, and they were saying that they didn't know this was going to be a test, so fair warning. Okay.
Excellent.
What's an iconic design from your childhood? And that could be an object, that could be a picture, but what's something that even in adulthood you hang on to and is really one of the first things you remember that maybe drew you to design?
Yeah, two things sprung to mind as soon as you said that. Number one, by far, was the packaging design for the G.I. Joe line of toys. In the 80s version, right? We had the G.I. Joe of like late 60s, 70s, but man, in the 80s when they knocked them down to those little tiny figures, and then they had the little mission dossier cards on the back, and
Yep.
that was it. That was it for me, man. I was a '80s GI Joe kid.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing I thought of, so it was that, and then the like late '70s into early '80s, like Disney theme park maps were amazing.
Oh.
Right, because they weren't like, if you look at them now,
clever,
and they're beautiful now because they're these painted 3D.
Yeah,
but like back then, it was like these 1970, like a block of color that just was like Tomorrowland. It was like you had no idea where the rides were, but it was just, but there was something like, right, just like go here, and that's it. But there was like the simplicity of it was so cool, and like just the blocks of color and everything, and it was like the last era before everything started getting like hyper detailed.
From what I understand, it was the same genius who designed the houses and the hotels in Monopoly. When he got done doing that, he went and did the Disney map.
Totally, right?
No, I'm teasing you.
Nice. Let's talk about logos for a second, Lenny. What is a logo, either from the past or current, that brings a smile to your face, that you love?
So I'm going to take my designer hat off for this one.
Okay.
I'm purely for nostalgia. So I moved here when I was just had turned 10. My stepdad and my mother moved down here. IBM. It was when the big mass migration from all over the country came to build this little thing, right?
So by here you mean Raleigh?
Raleigh, North Carolina. Yep, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay.
They were building.
Lenny is originally from upstate New York.
They were building this little thing called the Research Triangle Park. Back then, and that's what we came down here for. And I despised it here as a kid, right? I got yanked from all my friends, right? I just, classic kid move,
sure.
and I knew nobody.
Yeah.
And it was very, very different. So the classic I Love New York logo was like everything to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was here and loathing it, like, and I would see I Love New York commercials or whatever, it just really would make me remember home. So it's something that always stuck with me. And then if I put the designer hat back on, you think about that logo. Number one, it is still being used in its original format, but it's not even a logo anymore. It's literally like an actual lifestyle. It is literally New York.
Yeah.
It defines an entire state and city. So, I went with that one over all the amazing, the arrow in the FedEx logo, all that stuff that all designers say. I was like, nope, I love New York.
Wait.
Yeah, there's an arrow in the FedEx
There is.
logo? Hold on.
What are you talking
In
about?
the FedEx logo, there's an arrow, and if you look closely in the UPS logo, there's a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what they're delivering, Todd. I told you.
That's
I told
why
you the
it's so
truck smelled
brilliant.
good.
Yeah. That's why it's so brilliant. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Well, thank you. I agree with you on the I Heart New York. So simple, so great. Milton
Well, yeah.
Glaser, one of the best.
And it's so funny that, that design wasn't a thing yet that I, knew about. And then here that is one of my favorite. And then, as you grow up or don't grow up in my case and become a designer and all that, then you find out not only was it, it was designed by one of the greats, it's, arguably the great.
Shows how much taste you had.
Exactly. I think so. I don't know what happened, but at least I had it then.
Yeah, really.
So, Lenny, my family, my relatives, my grandparents were also from upstate New York, and my grandmother, when I was little, bought me an I Love New York t-shirt, and that was one of the first logos I remember, too.
Yes.
Yeah. So you win. You win.
Yeah.
So that's it. We're done.
Elliot,
we don't need to talk to
What
anyone
do I
else.
what do I win?
I think
You win the next
well,
question
I
on
was
our
like,
list.
what sort of prize
That's right.
budget do we have here?
yeah.
Oh, man, you don't even want it. Don't ask that question.
Unlimited questions. Unlimited questions.
This doesn't tie into any sort of pay raise with work, Todd. Come on.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of childhood, who is your favorite cartoon character?
Okay, so Todd, we actually had this discussion at work with
We
Jeff,
did.
and
We did.
Oh,
a lot of
man.
the
Okay.
whenever I get asked who your favorite is, number one, that doesn't exist because there's no way to, especially I feel from a child from like 70s and 80s, it's impossible to pick one, right? That's just, if you have
Right.
3 kids, how you pick your favorite? Well, okay, that's a little easier. That's
easier.
easier.
That's easy.
So for just style, Marvin the Martian. period.
Oh, that's
Right?
a great
Right.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
For attitude, Bugs Bunny and Foghorn Leghorn. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my
Nice.
favorites. They
Nice.
carried me through childhood, and I still regularly quote Foghorn Leghorn.
As you should.
I should. I say, your lips are moving, but there's no sound coming out.
That boy's like the south end of a northbound horse. Yeah. Yeah. I thought Daniel Craig did a great job playing Foghorn Leghorn in Knives Out.
That one went over my head. I didn't see the movie. Sorry. Lenny, this has been fun. This has been amazing. Thanks for hanging out at our little bar here. And I just want to give you a little word of warning. Elliot's going to try to hit you up for a free drink. That's just what he does.
That's fine. And it's just, so do I just give you guys the address for my check for the payment for this? Like,
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
You know what? Just leave the
address,
money. Yeah, we'll leave the money with the bartender. So you just wheel on back in a couple days, and if the money isn't here waiting for you, that means that that he stole it. And really, you need
That
to
makes
take it up
sense.
with him.
Yeah.
okay, great.
That makes
okay.
sense, yeah. All right. All right. Thanks for joining us, Lenny, and everyone else. Be sure to listen to upcoming episodes with more of our friends when we talk pop culture and design on Bar Snacks. From two designers walk into a bar.
We hope you enjoyed Bar Snacks. Woo!
Thanks, y'all. Yeah, hey.